How's it going, guys? And welcome to the Weeb Mine. Once again, I'm Nick, and there really just isn't much going on in here, and it's probably still going to be like that for a while. I still have the iPollos going, but they're over on Proof of Memes right now, which I'm hoping ends up being a really, really good project. It seems to be shaping up to be so, but when you start thinking about what happened to Pinkchain, I'm a little worried. I really can't wait to start getting these guys back up and running again. Not just for the income, but having all this equipment just kind of sit here doing nothing, it really, really feels like a waste. But at the same time, I don't want to sell anything because eventually this stuff will come back. But anyways, Pinkchain was a new project. It was an ET hash algorithm, and I was mining it just a little bit, very little bit, for like the first day when it came out. And somehow, Pinkchain was rewarding you with 1 coin per block. And somehow on the first day, I got 446 coins. So that basically means I solved that many blocks right off the bat. But turns out that was all kind of pointless. Pinkchain essentially became a rug pull. Now, that really sucks because there was a lot of things Pinkchain was doing that I really liked. They had different versions of staking. They were getting this thing set up over on Binance, and it really did seem like they were a project that was go, go, go. And then a lot of warning signs popped up, and it's like, oh, great. Here we go. Thankfully, or not so much or whatever, I lost probably like $100. I threw a couple $100 over on Binance or whatever, and I was using Pancake Swap. I was helping out with the liquidity. And, very, very little, but I was helping out just a tad bit. And thankfully, I was able to pull out what I could. So I only ended up losing about $100. Lesson learned, more experience. I mean, in the mining and cryptocurrency world, experiences often cost money, and you learn from it. So that $100 and all the signs and everything that came along with it, and the experience and knowledge that I gained, it's well worth that $100. That's the way I look at it. So with that said, what is the one that we're doing now? It's Proof of Memes. Now, Proof of Memes is another project that has an awful lot of potential, and far much more than Pinkchain as far as I'm concerned. Right now, you can stake Palm if you've been mining it, or if you got it through other means. You can get ETH 2.0, which eventually is going to be converted into their Palm G coin, and all these airdrops, all this other stuff. And there's a bunch of NFTs out there and everything. And, I actually do have a lot of faith in this product, in this blockchain, because, well, one of the big things that I saw was that iPollo themselves, these guys, actually sponsors them. It's like a little cross mining partnership or whatever they wanted to call it. So that gives a little bit of air of legitimacy to it, plus all the other stuff that they're doing. We're getting a lot of thumbs up along the way. Now, that doesn't mean that tomorrow that they could rug pull. Do your own research. This is not financial advice, but I am hoping that this is going to be like the next big one. It has that potential. Let's just hope that the developers don't end up getting greedy. Let's head inside and take a look at a few things. All right, now Pinkchain, I'll address that a little bit, little nugget first. The developers just kind of disappeared. I mean, they really did. The thing is, I don't know if it's a traditional rug pull. It's basically a rug pull, right? But I don't know if it's like a traditional rug pull, because the way they did it is really, really weird. Go to their website, Pinkchain's closed, old teams no more, blah, blah, blah. Anyone can pick it up. Okay, that's true. Somebody wants to pick up the project and head it in a better direction, I suppose you can, but a lot of liquidity, everything, they just go, poof, gone, whatever. But that's the sad thing with Pinkchain. It's like, it's not like the traditional rug pull where it's like, okay, all the developers disappear, they cash out everything, and poof, gone. I mean, that's kind of what happened, but it was almost like there were steps. Like you saw on their Discord, it's like, okay, half the devs left, leaving the other half kind of there holding the bag, and they're sitting there scratching their heads. It's like, okay, do we rebrand? Do we change the name to something else? Do we push on? What do we do? They even suggested taking off your liquidity and everything off the Binance chain, get your money back, get your money back. They said that. And then like a couple of days later or whatever, poof, gone. The Discord was shut down, all the other things are shut down. The website's still here though. Okay, so it's like a kind of a weird situation. I've seen plenty of rug pulls before, but usually in just about every case, they sell everything, and then the Discord, Telegram, website, everything is shut down immediately, no contact, nothing, gone from the world. Pinkchain hasn't quite done that. So I'm not actually sure exactly what can be done. Can anything be salvaged? Well, if it is open source and anyone can kind of grab it and go and make something better of it, I would encourage somebody who is far more knowledgeable than me to go ahead and give it a try. I mean, or use it as your pet project for all I care. I mean, what do you got to lose, right? And before I go any further, of course, no financial advice here. This is what I've been doing. This is what I'm thinking. This is my opinion, blah, blah, blah. But, the good thing is I only lost maybe about $100 on Pinkchain or whatever. I mined a good chunk on the very first day. I staked it. And let's see, where am I at with that today? Oh, I don't have that up, but I don't want to link multiple things at the same time on the same stream. But I think I wound up with a little over 10,000 Pinkchain coins, 10,000 pink or whatever. So, I had quite a lot, and that's also a reason why I had high hopes for it. But, apparently not. But hey, if somebody wants to take it over and push it or whatever, get the value up, because I'd like to cash in at some point. But whatever, dead coin is dead unless somebody, has an awful lot of motivation. But with that, you go back to mining pools. That's in terms of new stuff coming out. I've seen this Binance, Pain, whatever. Don't go there. That just sounds kind of stupid or whatever. And then what was the other one that just popped? Mine Onlineium. Really? Couldn't think of a better name. I saw this thing and I was like, okay, one of the first things I always do is I go to their website, I take a look, and it's garbage. Every time, most pages nowadays use some kind of like standardized template, more or less, right? That's just kind of normal to get things rolling, and then people start to adjust it and everything. But I've said this before in multiple videos previously. If you're going to start a new coin, you need a website that looks very, very polished, new, and original. If you do this, not so much. And why is the Ultimate Warrior here? He has a whatever. Okay, you got the Ultimate Warrior there. That's fine. So in other words, I look at this. It's like, yep, it's garbage. Okay, so we don't even think about that. In terms of any other coins, there's nothing else that I care about at all. I wonder if that Virtual Empire ever got their website up. Did they? Virtual, is that something? Virtual Empire is the currency. You know why now it is very important to check these websites. If you see something that's like Virtual Empire is the currency, no, it's not. Stay away from this thing. Oh my God, proof of game. Isn't, Neoxa trying to do something like that? You might want to go with them. Some people are just, I don't know. A lot of these, I hope I'm wrong on. So people on every single one of these are going to invest time, effort, and etc. into it and everything. So I actually hope each one is, successful, not a rug pull. But yeah, good luck with that. Anyways, proof of memes. This is the one that, I keep touting. And I really, really, really hope this one succeeds. Full disclosure, I probably have close to $3,000 invested in this so far. Okay, just saying, I'm putting my money where my mouth is with this one, which is why I really hope it's not a rug pull, because if it is, it's like there's some funds going down the tube right there. But I think the chances with this one are fairly low, just because of the time and effort and professional look and everything that's gone with it. So, you can buy the ETH 2.0, the Palm. They have a little sponsorship here, cross mining sponsorship, something with iPollo. Some people say it's like, oh, that's really common for, these people to sponsor this coin or this people. I've never seen, at least to my knowledge, an ASIC company sponsor an actual blockchain algorithm project or whatever that got rug pulled. I have not seen that, or at least not rug pulled on purpose, if that makes any sense. There's failures and there's rug pulls. You guys know the difference, whatever. But I keep looking at all this stuff, and you have all these NFTs, the palm swap desks, they're doing things, and they seem to be doing things right. They're communicating, and all that good stuff. And for quite a while here, I was actually mining Ethereum Classic and Zilliqa over on Easel. And I was like, you know what? That's not really making me any money. So I'm going to go ahead and mine Proof of Memes. You can mine it right over on Wooly Pooly. And I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm not making as much as I would with Ethereum Classic and the Zilliqa combo, but at the same time, I'm losing money either way. And at least with this, I can take it along with what I'm earning in staking over here, right over here, and maybe make something of it in the long run. So I take my daily reward or whatever it is that I can claim, and then I combine it with what I mine, and I just keep adding and adding and adding and adding. And right now I'm close to 15,000 palm. Is that a lot? I don't know. Is it? You guys tell me in the comments. I'm not sure. Maybe it's really significant. Maybe it's crap. I don't know. The iPollos that I have run mining it's 1.5 gigahertz. That's all. That's all I got mining on it. So I think I end up with like 24 to 26 a day, give or take, depending on the network hash rate and such. And this is one of those coins. Anytime a new coin comes around to mine, you usually see like this big spike in hash rate, right? Go, get, load your bag, load your bags, load your bags, and then it starts trickling down. Eventually, it stabilizes somewhere. And that seems to be where Proof of Memes is right now. They're getting to that stabilization point, which is a good thing, because if it stabilizes and the price remains halfway decent, then, hey, that could be a good thing. Right now, just shy of 12 cents. And so 12 cents times 24 to 26 a day is not much money, is it? Nope, it is not much money, but it's there. It's there. And depending on electricity cost, maybe it's profitable, maybe not. Go down here, kind of see, I loaded up quite a lot when it was right about in here. So I'm kind of hoping it gets a little bit of a boost. So yeah, I'm not doing so bad. I knew when I bought it, I was going to get it, I was going to stake it, and I knew the value was probably going to keep going down, but hopefully make up some of that with staking. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm not expecting to cash out any of this or really do much of anything with it for like a year plus, maybe 2 years. This is a project that I'm thinking like way, way ahead, right? And I kind of wanted to just go with it and, wish for the best. This is ETH 2.0. I purchased at, let's see, I think 1362 or something like that in there. So I'm still up a little bit, but as you can see, it was way up here and then, but times change, and miners in general have been looking for some place to go. And Proof of Memes seems to have this, ecosystem that seems to be like a fairly good place to go. I'm really hoping that they succeed. Not just because I have an investment in it or whatever, but we need someplace to go. And if you look at the current market, I mean, the current market as of right now, it's garbage. Bitcoin's under 16,000. I have a lot of Ethereum Classic, and it's down to 17.53, which is atrocious, 5.5. That's the lowest I've seen it in quite some time. Let me see. How long has it been since I've seen it that low? Quite a while. Quite a while. I remember this little dip back here, and I was like, oh, should I buy? Should I buy? And I did. And then I kept it. And yeah, I kind of messed up on that. But that aside, anytime Bitcoin goes down, it drags everything else down with it. And that also will include Proof of Memes and any other coin, the entire ether. Okay. Bitcoin goes down, pretty much everything else does. But for a little while there, ETH 2.0, and even, let's see, oh, I can't get to them. Whatever. But ETH 2.0 and the Palm coin itself were kind of defying it for a little while. It was fighting back. I actually like to see that. But now, close this. Now, as you can see, I'm still mining. You see, on my average, 1.65. Those iPollos actually work really, really well. Unfortunately, even though they're super efficient, they're not efficient enough with my electricity costs to keep constantly making a profit. Maybe I just need to get some solar panels or something and call it a day. I don't know. But I always like the staking. And Palm D, I have no idea what this is. someone down in the comments, somebody who knows more about it than me or whatever, what the heck is POMD? I can't find any information about it whatsoever. You know, that's the one bad thing with proof of memes that I'm finding so far, is that they don't communicate all that much on their Discord. I would really like to have more information, announcements, and everything on their Discord. You know, they post a ton on Twitter, they post a ton on their other social media, but for whatever reason, it seems like they neglect the Discord a little bit. We need a little bit more effort over there, because a lot of us use Discord and we don't want to install every freaking communication app, Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Facebook. We don't want to install every freaking thing that there is out there, because we just don't, and it gets annoying to track it all. Okay, give Discord a little bit more love. If you put out a tweet, you know, kind of throw it on Discord as well, or even this link, because I didn't find the staking right away. I pay attention to this and everything, but I tend to ignore Twitter a lot, just because I'm not big on getting on social media and all the toxicity and everything going on and everything. So I kind of stay away from it, but that's the only reason I found out. Maybe that's just my fault. I need to pay more attention to it. Anyways, I'm actually doing pretty good on this. I'm not complaining one bit. You get a little bit here and there, but I do want to know what this is. I can't find a lick of information on it. I would be putting some here if I knew what the deal was. Is it Palm Dollar? Is it like a 1-to-1, kind of like a what do they call it, like USDC and Tether coin and all this stuff? Just a dollar Tether? Is that what it's going to be, or is that going to be something else? I don't know. I have no idea. If it's like a Tether, I kind of want to put a little bit towards it or whatever, just to kind of, you know, add that little bit of extra liquidity into things. But here's the other thing that I kind of did. Now, Palm Proof of Memes has had some NFTs go out, some like launch boxes and launch packs and stuff like that. I wasn't able to get in on those. If you get them and you hold them, you get a certain percentage of benefits and stuff. But I did go ahead and get one for myself. I grabbed me a Bridgekeeper. Oh, the Bridgekeeper. Now, I have a few NFTs like Stella Fantasy, that game. You know, I have some character NFTs, and I have a few other little bits and pieces here and there or whatever. Nothing to speak anything of. This thing is supposed to give you some good benefits and stuff. So basically, 1% of the fees or whatever to bridge anything going into the future with their bridge program and such, 1% of all the fees are going to be gathered up and divided amongst those NFT holders. They're bridge keepers. There's only going to be 500. So you take that 1% of all the fees and, you know, divide it up. Let's say 1% of the fees equals $500 for the day. Well, that $500 will get divided up between the 500 NFT holders, and we each make $1 a day. Okay, I'm not expecting to get rich off of this thing, but you know, who knows? We also get bonuses and other things, and like the first 4 coins, I think. See where they say it right here. Like the first 4 meme coins they add to the bridge, we get like a 1% of the supply of those coins. Now, if those coins are, you know, like Pinkchain or some piece of crap or whatever, then obviously that's not going to be much of a benefit. But if one of them turns out to be, you know, like a third of the success of Shiba Inu or something, that could be bank. We don't know. It is a complete gamble, but it's also, since I do believe in the Proof of Means project, I am hoping that by getting the bridge, maybe in 2 or 3 years, it'll pay for itself and I'll start making a little bit, or hopefully sooner. You know, I've read a few places where they say, oh, you'll probably get your money back, you'll earn it back within the course of about a year. If Proof of Means has a better success than, you know, their estimates, or of course you'll make it back quicker. If not, it'll take longer. If Proof of Means tends to just go poof, then you know, you're just out that. And I really hope that we're not out it, because the mint price is 1 ETH. Yeah. I minted this when Ethereum was just over $1,200. That's how much this cost. There's 500 of them. I'm like number 284, 283, something like that. This guy. That's mine. Okay. So I am definitely, I put my money where my mouth is. And this is one that I'm really hoping takes off. If it doesn't, I'm out. What can I say? You know, that's the risk with this. That's the risk with cryptocurrency and all the craziness that goes on. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, guys. In the comments, what do you guys think? Now, before I get into the comments, you know, small channel if we get any, but before I get into the comments, there is a string of people hating on this project. And it's almost like they're bots or people trying to purposely lower the price. Because every time I see somebody post, oh, it's like Proof of Memes is a scam, I go to their account, I check who they are, and it's like somebody who virtually never posts anywhere, never does anything, and it has like 3 followers. I mean, that's just somebody trying to talk down or a bot or something. I mean, what the heck else could it be? Now, if you had like, you know, Red Panda Mining come out, or one of these other big boys, whatever, come out and be like, this is a scam, oh my God, you know, I would definitely listen to the guys because they have clout, they know their stuff. But of course, we haven't heard any of that now, have we? And plus, iPollo's in here sponsoring them. That's another one of those little feathers in the cap. So, yeah, I'm just not too sure. But anyways, you know, there's 500 of these available, and only 289 have been claimed. So I didn't get mine too long ago. It was like a day and a half, if that. But here's the thing. I think, you know, all their other packs have been completely sold out. This one hasn't, because the only way you figure out that this thing was there, or at least in my case, was a tweet. They're like, hey, Bridgekeeper NFT, here's a tweet. They didn't, at least for me, they didn't get the information to me very quickly, and I haven't found it and everything. And I was like, oh, okay, that sounds like a good idea. I kind of like it. If it works, it works. But, you know, I don't use their Telegram. It's probably over on their Telegram. They probably spam everything on their Telegram, of course, because why not? Because people are using some product that I don't like. Telegram. Can you tell yet? I don't like it. Just don't use it. I prefer Discord because I play video games and stuff too. But, you know, am I going to sit here and recommend you guys go get a Bridgekeeper NFT? No financial advice, remember? It's a risk. Let's just put it that way. As if anything or whatever, this is a risk. It's a long-term risk, hopefully, and you just don't know. If Proof of Memes ends up making a ridiculous amount of meme coins and becomes like another Pancake Swap or Uniswap or anything like that, if it becomes something like that, then the Bridgekeeper NFT is great. But if it can't get to even a part of that level, then not so much. But I like where it's going, and I do kind of wish I got one of the launch packs, because I really missed out on those. I really did want them, but they're going to be apparently at Decentral Miami. They're doing a whole bunch of other PR and everything. I just like where they're going. So if you guys want to support them, you know, this might be where the miners eventually end up going and having a new home. It really might be. Ethereum Classic keeps taking a crap. You know, all the other chain, you know, ETH POW, you know, ETHW or Ethereum Fair doesn't really seem to be doing anything. I just keep watching Ergo and all these other coins just crash and crash and crash. I mean, you could spec mine, you could do whatever it is that you got to do to try to maybe stock up coins, and it really depends on your electricity costs. I can't do that. My electricity cost is a bit too high for me to be able to get a profit, even with those iPollos. So I would have to get something like the super efficient jazz miners in order to actually make a profit with my electricity costs. And even then, it's only pennies. So I'll probably end up getting some at some point, because you guys know me. I'm just going to spend money on stupid. It's fine. Proof of Memes, long story short, I like it. Pinkchain, short story, even shorter. It crapped out. There you go. We'll catch you in the next video.